you to go harder. I'm really about that, man. And, I feel like we got champion mindsets. We really, we celebrate and we celebrate the wins and we understand the losses or try
I
to
think I
understand.
think a lot of it comes with self honesty.
Word.
A lot of times, you know what I'm saying. Like I could be slacking, but I'm honest with myself, so I could realize when like, all right, maybe you should be moving like this right now, or maybe you should try to switch things up. And it's just about being honest with yourself. I forgot who said this, but they was always like, I think it was Gary Vee. He was like, I never pay attention or I never give myself any credit when I'm winning. I never give the people that much like attention and credit when I'm winning or when I'm losing. So it's the
Hmm.
same effect. Like I don't get caught up because I have all of this and I'm winning.
Exactly.
Same reason I
Same
won't
person.
listen when I'm down. So just kept that mentality.
Word, word. I like that. That mentality of we're gonna get it no matter what. And I think when you don't listen to other people, when you don't got when their opinion doesn't basically influence how you feel, everybody's gonna always compliment you when you win it. But you can't let that go to your ego. You
At
feel me?
all.
You got to remain humble and keep pushing forward because you on top only until you give up or until you start slacking. So you got to get to it every day for real. Stay motivated, and it's tough, especially with COVID. I hope everybody's staying safe. I hope everybody is, really practicing these safety guidelines that we all supposed to be practicing. It's getting cold again, so along with our immune system, we're gonna be fighting a lot more germs and whatnot. We got COVID going on, and with cold, people get depressed in the winter. So make sure you got
It's
a good
that
support
season.
system. It
It's
is.
that hoodie
It
season,
is.
man.
It is. It is. The hoodie season could be great, but it comes along with a lot of
Only the strong survive.
tight. You feel me? It really is. It's important to make sure you're taking care of the people, taking care of yourself and the people around you. You feel me? Make sure you showing love. You never know what they're going through, especially right now with the holidays and with everything about to be different. Family gatherings is gonna be different, and I say just try to stay safe for real. Don't do nothing crazy. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and go somewhere to a CVS or Rite Aid or something to get tested for real. If you're really gonna be, if you know that you might have not been to the safest, it's important to get tested for COVID anyway. But I think right now, if you're about to go travel across, the country or wherever you're about to go, just make sure you're safe. You don't wanna feel guilty if something, God forbid, did happen, type of thing.
Speaking of winter, last winter was a big winter for us. I feel like a lot of things changed in many
The
ways.
winter, I
So
love it.
so a year later, I feel like what are the goals this winter? What are you looking forward to?
This winter is the continuing of showing myself, proving myself. It really is all about me. More progression, more as I would always say, the basics would be, self progression, setting new challenges, doing this, doing that. But again, this winter is a little different for me because I am, you feel me? I'll be graduating. The both of us will be
Yes,
graduating. So I'll
sir.
be getting my bachelor's in psychology
Crazy,
in
man.
a few short weeks because it's gonna fly by. And then from there, you feel me? I have to determine where I'll be taking my education next. So I got a lot of young adult moves to make, and I love that. I love the challenge. I'm nervous, but some
That
stress
boy
is
about to
good.
get
You
his
feel me?
masters.
Yeah,
Feel me?
man. So
Dr. Kurt.
I got to figure out where I'm going, PhD down the line. You feel me? That's why he said doctor. So I'm gonna make sure I gotta stay focused. Got to stay focused. Got to stay consistent. Got to make sure that I'm doing that. I'm my best self, so I can achieve everything that I need to achieve. So my goals, once again, would just to be continue to prove myself, apply to all these schools, figure out who's gonna give me the best package, who's paying for school, because school is it's a slippery slope. It's extremely important, but you're not supposed to be in debt for it for very
At
very
all.
for the majority of your life, and I'm not trying to do that. So, wherever I go, they got to be blessing me. But I also want to get my views out there. I got to really show the world. We always say that we are so what is it, complex, and so many layers to us, bro. So I really got to make sure that the world gets to see that,
I
because
agree.
if not everybody's meant to be a leader, you feel me? And every leader has a mentor. So I put it that way. I think some people feel like when you're a leader, you feel like you're not supposed to go to others for advice, but I don't think it should be that way. I believe you got to have your friends or you can rely on for support, as well as you got to have some old heads that have been through the game. That I call them old heads. Let me be more respectful, veterans. People that really done it before. so then they can give you a real life experience, and you know they're gonna want the best for you.
I
So
feel like when you don't have your ego in front of you in your way, you can learn a lot. Cause it's like I spend all day soaking up game from anybody. Like
word.
it could be Cracky from down the street. She might say something crazy,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like that stuck with me. Like I don't every conversation I never go into it no like saying I'm not gonna gain nothing from this, and I'm not and make me not listen. I'm always be all ears in.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know what I'm saying? Because you could pick up any gem from anywhere, and for the rest of the time, that's the goal. Like so many people know so many things, and it's like you take different pieces from them, and you create your own world with it, and I think it's dope. But that's honestly been on my mind a lot lately. I spend the past few nights not sleeping a lot, just thinking about like, all right, the world really got to see us. Like
Yeah.
it got to happen,
I
and I'm
gotta do
not.
more.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna live or die trying because
For real.
I just feel like it's so many personality traits that I feel like could be rubbed off positively to the world,
For sure.
and I feel like
You gotta lead by example.
yeah,
That's really how I feel. I feel like there are a lot of I feel like there are a lot of different things. There's a lot of different people that you can look up to, but I feel like it's important to create. You got to have your own list of mentors. So if I'm a young man, you feel me, that could inspire another young black man in the future, then I got to do that. I say young black man because I feel like we don't really have that many positive influences. Someone that's not really into the streets or into any of the nonsense. Only thing that's gonna make us better down the line. So I feel like when you don't see the examples of the people that you want around you, you got to be that for others and for yourself. You got to motivate yourself to go harder. So that's really where I'm at. So
yeah,
I'm doing
man.
this for me and my future family, and for whoever is gonna rock with me until the end.
Just
That's really
trying
where
to
I'm
just
at.
trying to build a legacy. You know what I'm saying? I just turned 19.
The legacy.
Kurt is grown. We just in
21.
this in a young man phase. In a
For the
young
rest of
man
life,
phase.
you feel me,
Yeah.
until it's grown man, and then from there it's just trying to learn, build, and grow, and I feel like with us, bro, we had a real humble spot where I'm gonna always acknowledge if I was wrong, but I'm gonna also acknowledge when I was right. That's what really makes a man. You feel me? I'm still trying to figure out what makes a man. I will never have it figured out because I'm only 21, but I definitely know that in my life, my philosophy is gonna be real strong morals and ethics that hopefully other people pick up on, and I become one of their mentor type of thing. For real, you really gotta lead by example. That's really where I'm at.
And I feel like just the genuine characters that we are. I feel like anybody like I'm always trying like by accident I'm trying to put people on a game.
Word.
And because it's like there's so many people in the world who have potential to do something with their life, and it's important to always show love and move with love, and that's something that I live by. So
The love. And I'm gonna show love. You feel me? And sometimes I'm gonna be extremely truthful and blunt with people because I love them, and I feel like everybody else around ain't telling them what they need to hear. So again, you could be mad at me, but know that if I said it, it was really from the bottom of my heart because I meant it because I want to see you go further.
and you need people like that in your life.
Those should be the only people in your life, the only ones that are in your circle. You feel me? You always have power of who's around you. Sometimes you got to separate, and as well as you got to be quick to want to change the people in your life, but you also got to You got to be quick to acknowledge where you went wrong and try to change that as well. And that's where we at, bro. I'm
Word.
speaking. These are conversations that you and I have, and I want to keep it to this level of transparency and honesty because I feel like our conversations. We really be. It's the motivation that we talk about for real. So I feel like it's important for the world to see it. That not young black and brown men. We really we got a lot of power. We just got to make sure that we understand that and know it and do and use the power correctly for good, not bad.
Word, like Kurt being my brother, like, see, you need this. Like, Kurt will tell me, like, anytime, like, it's anytime, like, bro, you're wilding, like, what are you doing?
Word.
And you need that, and I need that, because it's like, and every time I catch myself saying, like, yo, you right, like, I'm not the type of person that's gonna be like, nah, bro, you bugging, like, I sit now, I'm better at sitting back and saying, you know what, you're right, like, you're right, that's it, not even making an excuse, you're right, period. And you need that because sometimes it's like, damn, like, and you just gotta continue and develop, and you need that.
Let me
I
ask
feel
you
like
this,
it's so
bro.
important.
How you feel about excuses when you hear excuses? When
They
you
don't
when
do
you
nothing
hear an
for you.
excuse, I feel like there's gonna always be an excuse if you're looking for one. But basically, what I'm saying is when you hear somebody saying like, "Yo, just copping a plea," you feel me? What goes through your mind? Are
they
you
ain't gonna make it.
okay? All right, all right, all right.
They ain't gonna make it. But you
Explain
know
that.
what? As a young kid, I
Make it
found
where. I'm sorry, I can't skip over that. Make it where.
make it to the highest peaks, make it to their highest potential.
Got you. That's important to say.
As a young kid, I found myself making excuses for everything.
Yeah.
Everything. Until honestly my life changed when I started to take accountability.
Yeah.
My parents used to yell at me, black on me all the time, like why I'm not doing this, and I used to be so angry at the fact that they were yelling at me instead of really paying attention to the fact of why they were yelling at me and what could I do to stop that.
Right.
So until I realized like why don't you do everything possible in your position to stop them from yelling at you?
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? And if you do that and they still blacking, at least you have the power now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you did everything you needed to.
Exactly.
So, as soon as I started doing that, I started to see change. And honestly, that's the year that me and Curtis started really chopping it up and really spoke this show into fruition. Like, I remember we used to chop it up, and accountability was a big thing.
For sure.
And it still is. And I've learned, like, to just keep it a stack. Keep it a stack with yourself and take accountability for all actions. Because as a future businessman, like, as a businessman now, as well, like, you're going to be fighting fires all day. And you the top of the ladder. So it's like, you got to take the L all the time. And you got to be aware of that. And you know what I'm saying? You just got to be a man about it. And
especially
that's all it is.
If you're going to be at the top, and if you the leader, if you that person that's in front,
you can't take please.
You can't because
everybody else is going to fail.
But more than anything, well, that is true. But also, you signed up for this. You know, I feel like if you're going to be a leader, there's a lot of things that are talked about. It's great when you lead your team to victory. But what's not talked about is, you know, like you said, when there's a fire ahead, and you got to figure out how you're going to get rid of it.
There's a lot more darker times than you know what I'm saying. Than
there could be. I'm not gonna say a lot, but I feel like it's not
that are
shown
shown.
As much. Word,
that are shown. I'd say like
right. There's
like
a lot
Future
of,
tweeted last night. Where was you at when I was grinding?
Right.
When it was rough. It's like people see certain things at certain times, and it's interesting because it's like I believe we control our narrative and our like this whole year. I feel like I've gone through phases of a person like. There's a lot of parts to me, like I've said before, like I'm very complex. So there's a lot of sides to me, and it's like I'm still trying to figure out how I want the world to perceive me and what the direction I want to go in. So you know what I'm saying? If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen certain things from me. You might have seen me in a button up talking about this, or you might have seen me back in the Bronx rapping about this on my story.